everybody, how's it going? This is Darrin with GuitarControl.com bringing you this video lesson, and today I want to show you kind of a bluegrass-ish kind of a little chord progression, but the whole idea of it here, what we're looking at is for adding this walking bass line into it. So how you can take notes from the scale, and you can use it to make notes that like lead into your chord change or to come out of your chord change. It's a really common kind of a technique in that style of playing. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look. Alright, so the first thing, let's just go over the chords that we're going to be using in this. We're going to be using a C major. So 3rd fret of the A string with my 3rd finger, 2nd fret of the D string with my 2nd finger, G string is open, 1st fret of the B string with my 1st finger, and your high E is open. Okay, next we have F. So for F, I'm on the 3rd string, or the 3rd fret of the D string with my 3rd finger, 2nd fret of the G string with my 2nd finger, and I'm barring my 1st finger across the 1st fret of the B and high E strings. And then we have G7. So for G7, I'm on the 3rd fret of the low E with my 3rd finger, 2nd fret of the A string with my 2nd finger, and the D, G, and B strings are open, and I'm on the 1st fret of the high E with my 1st finger. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be taking notes from the scale, from the C major scale, to make our pickup notes, like, that are going to be our little notes to tie things together from going into the chord and from coming out of the chord. So the first what we're going to do is we're going to start off here with this G. So my 3rd fret, or excuse me, my 3rd finger is here on the 3rd fret of the low E, to the 5th string open, to the 2nd fret, and then to the 3rd fret, and that's where you're going to drop to a C. So. So for the strum that I'm doing for this, so when we get to that root note of the chord, that C, so now, leading on to the next part, we're going to start off with that C note here, 3rd fret of the 5th string, to the D string open, to the 2nd fret, to the 3rd fret. So now we're going C, D, E, F, and I'm doing like the same picking and strumming. So far, alright, so now we're going to start the descending to go back down. So now we start off with that F, so 3rd fret of the D string, with my 3rd finger to the 2nd fret to open. So F, E, D, C, so we just, when we come back down, we basically do the same thing. So now C, B, A, G7. And then it just starts over again. things that I'm doing here to kind of help make the transitions and everything changes nice and smooth, and this will also help you to make less mistakes in general when you're playing this, is that I'm planting that first finger here on the 2nd fret of the B string, and I'm just keeping it there. So here I do my little walk up, and I'm all ready for the C. Ready for the F. Whoops. C. And then when I go to the G7, I just move my first finger from the B string 1st fret to the high E 1st fret. So there's lots of other things you can do with this aside from that. That's just kind of one example. You can use these connecting notes like that for other chord changes and stuff. So if you're doing C, walk down to the B to A minor, G, to an E minor if you wanted to, or to an F. It depends on what key you're playing in. Just kind of a little thing that I'll throw in that's kind of really unrelated, but something that really helped me out a lot was once I realized that the difference between playing in the key of G major and C major is just one note is different. If you're in the key of C, you have an F, but if you're in a key of G, you have an F sharp. So that means that A minor and E minor, A minor is the relative minor to C and E minor is the relative minor to G. So you can play lots of stuff just overlapping out of those two things just by changing that one note. You change the key. Alright, so that whole sequence again slowly. Whoops. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that and you got something out of it. If you like the lesson, hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below if there's something you'd like to see covered in a future lesson by either myself or one of the other instructors at guitarcontrol.com. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the content that we upload throughout the week. Anyway, that is all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.